Have you ever found yourself wondering how your words and actions impact your children's lives, especially as you age? It's a profound question that invites us to reflect on our relationships and the legacy we leave behind. In this video, we'll explore the critical ways we communicate with our children and how those conversations can shape not just our lives, but theirs as well. As we delve into this topic, you'll discover why it's essential to avoid blaming your parents for your circumstances and how doing so can create a cycle of resentment that affects generations. We'll discuss the importance of speaking kindly about your spouse and ensuring that your children understand the value of respect and love in relationships. You'll also learn why comparing your children can damage their self-esteem and their bonds with each other, and how to foster an environment of acceptance instead. But that's not all. We'll explore how maintaining a positive outlook on life can transform not just your own experience of aging, but also influence how your children perceive the challenges that come with it. You'll gain insights on managing your health discussions to avoid burdening your children with unnecessary worry, ensuring they feel supported without feeling overwhelmed. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies to enhance your family dynamics, nurture your children's independence, and foster a loving, respectful environment that stands the test of time. So stay with us until the end, and let's embark on this journey toward healthier, more fulfilling relationships together. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. Avoid blaming your parents for your circumstances. One of the most pervasive and destructive behaviors we can fall into as we age is the tendency to blame our parents for the circumstances of our lives. It can be all too tempting to look back at their choices, those pivotal decisions they made, or perhaps the ones they didn't, and attribute our hardships and disappointments to their perceived failings. You might find yourself thinking, if only my father had worked harder, I would have had a better start in life. Or, if my mother had been more ambitious, I could have attended a prestigious school and seized more opportunities. While these thoughts may feel justified in moments of frustration, they are ultimately unproductive and deeply damaging to our sense of agency, self-worth, and emotional well-being. By expressing these grievances, particularly to our children, we inadvertently send a toxic message that it's acceptable to harbor resentment toward one's parents. This can lead to a heartbreaking cycle of blame that spirals through generations, creating a toxic legacy of dissatisfaction and bitterness. Imagine how this cycle can ripple outward. Our children may begin to question our own choices, casting doubt on why we didn't do more to provide them with better lives, thus perpetuating their feelings of inadequacy and resentment. This generational blame game serves no one. It shrouds our family relationships in a fog of discontent and prevents us from finding peace with our past. Instead of allowing ourselves to be shackled by the weight of blame, we must acknowledge the profound truth that our parents, like us, were imperfect beings doing their best with the resources, knowledge, and opportunities available to them at the time. Embracing this perspective frees us from the burden of resentment, empowering us to take responsibility for our own lives. In doing so, we model a vital lesson for our children, the importance of forgiveness and acceptance. By showing them that it is possible to love and respect our parents despite their flaws, we cultivate a more compassionate and balanced outlook on life and relationships. And it ultimately robs us of the chance to find peace with our past and fully embrace the life we have lived. We must acknowledge that each generation grapples with its distinct challenges and struggles. Our parents, in their unique circumstances, did the best they could with the limited resources, knowledge, and opportunities that were available to them at the time. When we cling to blame for the hardships we've faced, we not only diminish our parents' efforts, but also deprive ourselves of the opportunity to take ownership of our own lives and glean valuable lessons from their experiences. By accepting that our parents, like us, are imperfect beings navigating the complexities of life, we liberate ourselves from the heavy chains of resentment. This process allows us to instill in our children the vital importance of personal accountability. When we model forgiveness and acceptance toward our parents, We not only heal our hearts, but also inspire our children to extend that same grace to us. Life is filled with uncertainties and challenges, and no parent can provide a flawless upbringing. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. By demonstrating to our children that it's possible to love and respect our parents despite their imperfections, we nurture their capacity for compassion and understanding. This lesson will serve them well, encouraging a more balanced and empathetic perspective as they navigate their own lives and relationships. In this way, we cultivate a legacy of resilience, kindness, and emotional maturity, qualities that can break the cycle of blame and foster a healthier family dynamic for generations to come. 2. Never speak ill of your spouse. Marriage is a beautifully intricate tapestry woven from moments of joy, hardship, compromise, and profound growth. After decades of sharing life with another person, it's only natural to accumulate a range of grievances and disappointments. Perhaps there have been times when you felt unsupported, misunderstood, or even unappreciated by your spouse. Feelings that are entirely valid and deserve acknowledgement. However, it's crucial to recognize the profound harm that can arise from voicing these frustrations to your children, particularly as you enter the later stages of life. As parents age, many unwittingly fall into the habit of airing their grievances about their spouse in front of their children. You may have heard phrases like, "I wasted my best years with your father," or "If only I had married someone else, my life would have been so different." These statements can create an emotional whirlwind for children, deeply unsettling them and eroding the foundations of family harmony. No matter their age, even adult children can find themselves torn between their love for both parents and the discomfort of witnessing one parent disparage the other. This behavior can instill confusion and emotional conflict as children begin to question the authenticity of their parents' relationship. They may feel pressured to choose sides, navigating the painful tension that can linger long after the words have been spoken. Such negativity can create a toxic atmosphere, one where love and trust are overshadowed by resentment and distrust. Moreover, it's essential to remember that your spouse is not just your partner, but also your children's other parent. Speaking kindly of your spouse, even in moments of frustration, models respect, empathy, and understanding for your children. Instead of focusing on the negatives, highlighting the strengths and sacrifices that have shaped your family can create a more positive narrative. For instance, you might share, "While your father may not always be ambitious, he has always loved you deeply and worked tirelessly to provide for us." Or, "Your mother has her flaws, but she has always prioritized our family." By fostering a respectful dialogue about your spouse, you teach your children that relationships are inherently complex. Every partnership requires patience, compromise, and forgiveness, and acknowledging this can equip your children with a healthier and more realistic understanding of love and commitment. This approach not only strengthens the family bond, but also helps your children cultivate their relationships with compassion and resilience, free from the weight of negativity and doubt. When parents criticize each other in front of their children, it can create a whirlwind of confusion and emotional conflict. Children may start to question the very foundation of their family, grappling with doubts about whether the love and stability they once believed in were ever truly real. This unsettling dynamic can lead them to feel pressure to take sides, even if no explicit request is made. The resulting emotional turmoil can strain relationships, leaving unresolved tension that lingers long after the conversation has ended. It's crucial to remember that your spouse is not only your partner, but also your children's other parent, an integral figure in their lives. By speaking kindly of your spouse, even in moments of frustration or disappointment, you model essential values like respect, empathy, and understanding for your children. Instead of fixating on the negative aspects of your relationship, consider highlighting the positive qualities and shared experiences that have shaped your family. For example, reflecting on cherished family memories or emphasizing the strengths your spouse brings to the family can provide a more balanced perspective. You might say, "While we've had our ups and downs, your father has always been there to support us through thick and thin." or your mother has shown incredible strength in keeping our family together. By cultivating this positive narrative, you not only reinforce family bonds, but also instill in your children a healthier understanding of relationships, one that acknowledges imperfections while celebrating love and commitment. This approach creates a nurturing environment where your children can thrive emotionally, equipped with the tools to build meaningful connections in the future. For example, you might say, "Your father may not have always been the most ambitious, but his unwavering love for you all has been his greatest legacy. He worked tirelessly to provide for our family." Or, "Your mother, despite her imperfections, consistently put our family first, showcasing the true essence of selflessness." By offering such a balanced perspective on your spouse, you help your children recognize and appreciate the strengths and sacrifices that both parents contribute to the family dynamic. By celebrating your spouse's qualities, you teach your children that relationships are inherently complex and multifaceted. No one is perfect. Every partnership requires patience, compromise, and forgiveness. This understanding is crucial as it fosters resilience and empathy in your children, helping them navigate their relationships with a more nuanced perspective. In modeling this behavior, you prepare them to embrace the beauty and challenges of love and commitment, equipping them with the tools to build strong, healthy connections in their own lives. Ultimately, by prioritizing respect and kindness in your discussions about each other, you create a legacy of love that will resonate through generations, instilling values that will guide your children long after they've grown. 3. Do not compare your children to each other. Sibling rivalry is a deeply ingrained part of childhood, an intricate tapestry woven from love, competition, and the search for identity. However, this natural dynamic can become overwhelmingly toxic when parents inadvertently introduce comparisons into the mix. As loving caregivers, we might find ourselves tempted to draw parallels between our children, especially when one shines brightly, achieving academic honors or displaying remarkable talents, while the other seems to struggle to find their footing. Thoughts such as, "At least my daughter is excelling. My son always seems to be falling behind." Or, "If only my younger child could emulate the strengths of their older sibling," may flit through our minds, seemingly harmless at first. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment too below to let me know that you are still here with me. Yet, these fleeting thoughts can inflict deep emotional scars. When we vocalize these comparisons, we inadvertently create an environment steeped in competition, breeding resentment rather than fostering unity. The child who receives praise may feel an unbearable weight of expectation, burdened by the need to constantly prove their worth. On the flip side, the child who is criticized may wrestle with feelings of inadequacy, believing they are somehow less loved or valued. These comparisons can sow seeds of doubt that take root, leading to profound emotional wounds that can linger far into adulthood. The repercussions of this cycle are profound. Siblings who feel pitted against one another may struggle to forge a bond based on love and trust, allowing jealousy and animosity to seep into their interactions. The harmonious sibling connection that should be a source of strength and comfort can instead become a battlefield of insecurities and grievances. Over time, these unresolved feelings can fester, turning what could have been a supportive relationship into a fractured one, fraught with conflict and misunderstanding. As parents, we hold the immense responsibility to nurture our children's individuality and celebrate their unique journeys. Instead of drawing comparisons, we should actively recognize and applaud each child's distinct talents and achievements. By saying things like, "I'm so proud of how hard you've worked to pursue your passions," or "Your creativity shines in ways that inspire us all," we cultivate a positive atmosphere that encourages self-worth and mutual respect among siblings. In doing so, we not only foster resilience and confidence in our children, but also help them develop an appreciation for each other's unique paths, allowing their relationships to flourish in love and understanding. Ultimately, by resisting the urge to compare, we can create a nurturing environment where every child feels valued and supported, paving the way for lifelong bonds of compassion and connection. Siblings who feel unfairly compared may gradually drift apart, allowing the once cherished bond of brotherhood or sisterhood to erode into something strained and distant. The warmth and intimacy that should define their relationship can become a mere memory, leaving behind a void filled with resentment and misunderstanding. It's crucial to remember that every child is a unique individual, each with their distinctive strengths, weaknesses, and life paths. No two children will navigate the same experiences or reach the same milestones simultaneously, and that's not just acceptable, it's beautifully natural. As parents, our primary role is to foster a nurturing environment that celebrates our children's individuality rather than pitting them against each other. We should actively support and encourage them in their journeys, helping them realize their inherent worth and potential. Instead of fixating on what one child has that another may lack, we must take the time to recognize and acknowledge each child's unique strengths and accomplishments. For instance, saying, "I'm incredibly proud of how hard you've worked to achieve your goals," or "I truly admire your creativity and the way you express yourself," can empower our children and reinforce their self-esteem. By highlighting each child's gifts and contributions, we create a supportive atmosphere where they can thrive. This not only builds confidence in each child, but also nurtures a sense of camaraderie and appreciation among siblings. In doing so, we pave the way for them to develop strong, loving relationships grounded in mutual respect, understanding, and shared joy, qualities that will enrich their lives as they grow and evolve together. By offering genuine praise and encouragement to each child, you cultivate a profound sense of self-worth and confidence that empowers them to tackle life's challenges with resilience and determination. When children feel valued for their unique contributions, they are more equipped to face obstacles, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. By consciously avoiding comparisons, you create a nurturing environment infused with love, acceptance, and understanding, a sanctuary where each child can flourish in their own right. In such a supportive atmosphere, siblings who feel cherished for who they are, rather than constantly measuring their worth against one another, are far more likely to cultivate strong, enduring relationships. This foundation of unity and mutual respect fosters a deep emotional bond that extends well beyond childhood, enabling them to navigate adulthood with a sense of camaraderie. As they face the inevitable challenges that life presents, they will do so not as competitors, but as allies, drawing strength from their shared experiences and the unconditional support of one another. This enriched familial connection not only enhances their personal growth, but also equips them with essential life skills, compassion, empathy, and the ability to celebrate diversity. In the end, by nurturing this environment of acceptance and appreciation, you lay the groundwork for a legacy of love and understanding that will benefit future generations. As they grow older, they will carry forward the lessons learned in this supportive space, fostering relationships built on respect, kindness, and unwavering support. For don't dwell on the negative aspects of life. As we journey through the various stages of life, especially in our later years, it can be all too easy to find ourselves consumed by the negative aspects that accompany aging. Our bodies may no longer function with the same vigor, leading us to confront a myriad of health issues, financial constraints, and the profound grief of losing loved ones. These challenges are natural and, indeed, inevitable parts of growing older. Yet fixating on them can create a cloud of negativity that not only weighs us down, but also casts a shadow over our relationships, particularly with our children. When we openly express our frustrations and grievances about aging, lamenting the limitations we face or the losses we endure, we risk imparting a sense of fear and anxiety to our children. They may begin to view aging not as a natural progression filled with opportunities for growth and fulfillment, but rather as a daunting phase to be dreaded. This shift in perception can instill a deep-seated trepidation about their futures, leading them to approach life with apprehension rather than embracing it with joy and curiosity. Moreover, an unwavering focus on the negatives can blind us to the myriad of blessings still present in our lives, even in our later years. Each day is an opportunity to find moments of beauty and joy, whether it's the warmth of a family gathering, the laughter shared over a simple meal, or the breathtaking sight of a sunset. By choosing to highlight these positive experiences, we cultivate an attitude of gratitude that not only enriches our own lives, but also creates a nurturing environment for our children. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. When we actively embrace a more balanced perspective, we enable ourselves to appreciate the richness of our experiences, acknowledging that life is a complex tapestry woven with both challenges and triumphs. Sharing stories of resilience, joy, and connection with our children teaches them that life, despite its hardships, can be a journey filled with wisdom and fulfillment. By modeling this outlook, we equip them with the tools to navigate their own lives with optimism, encouraging them to seek out and celebrate the beauty in every moment, regardless of the obstacles they may encounter along the way. Ultimately, by not dwelling on the negative, we foster a legacy of hope, resilience, and a deeper appreciation for the vibrant tapestry of life. Life at any stage is an intricate tapestry woven from both joy and sorrow, triumph and challenge. As we age, it becomes increasingly vital to recognize that there are still countless beautiful experiences awaiting us, from the profound joy of watching grandchildren grow and thrive to the deep satisfaction that comes from reflecting on a life well lived. By consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we cultivate an atmosphere of gratitude and contentment that enriches not only our existence, but also the lives of those around us. This approach does not entail ignoring the very real challenges of aging or pretending that everything is perfect. Acknowledging the difficulties we encounter is essential. However, it is equally important to strive to find the silver linings in every situation. For instance, rather than dwelling on physical limitations, we might choose to express heartfelt gratitude for the vast reservoir of knowledge and wisdom we've accumulated over the years. This shift in perspective allows us to celebrate our life experiences, recognizing that each moment has contributed to who we are today. Moreover, while it's natural to lament the loss of youth, we can also appreciate the unparalleled peace and serenity that come with maturity. Aging offers us a unique opportunity to embrace the richness of life and to savor moments that are often overlooked in the rush of youth. The laughter shared with family, the quiet moments spent in reflection, and the deeper connections forged with friends all serve as reminders that life continues to hold meaning and beauty, regardless of age. By fostering a mindset centered on positivity, we not only enhance our well-being, but also model resilience for our children and grandchildren. They learn from our example that life, despite its challenges, is a journey filled with opportunities for joy, growth, and connection. In doing so, we help to create a legacy of hope and gratitude, teaching them to navigate their paths with a sense of wonder and appreciation for the world around them. Embracing the fullness of life, with all its ups and downs, allows us to celebrate the vibrant tapestry of existence, weaving together the threads of experience into a rich and fulfilling narrative that continues to unfold. By maintaining a positive outlook on life, we set a powerful example for our children, showing them that happiness and fulfillment are attainable at any age. We impart the invaluable lesson that life is not solely defined by the challenges we face, but by the choices we make in response to those challenges. This mindset encourages resilience and hope, teaching them to embrace life's complexities with grace and courage. However, when we dwell excessively on our health concerns or grievances, we may inadvertently burden our children with worry and anxiety. They might feel helpless and powerless to alleviate their suffering or improve their situation, which can strain their emotional well-being. Sharing every health concern in intricate detail can transform minor issues into sources of unnecessary stress for them, fostering a sense of anxiety that may linger long after the conversation has ended. Instead, we can choose to share our challenges with a balanced perspective, highlighting both the difficulties we encounter and the strengths we possess to overcome them. This approach not only fosters a healthier dynamic within our family, but also empowers our children to see life's challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. By focusing on positivity and resilience, we nurture a family environment filled with support, love, and the understanding that together, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with optimism and strength. It's essential to communicate significant health issues that genuinely require your children's attention. Yet it's equally crucial to exercise discretion regarding smaller concerns. Striking this delicate balance enables your children to remain informed about your well-being without feeling overwhelmed or burdened by unnecessary stress. You can still express your feelings and worries to friends, support groups, or healthcare providers who are better equipped to offer advice or comfort without placing emotional pressure on your children. This way, you create a network of support that alleviates the need for your children to bear the weight of your concerns alone. By managing how much you disclose, you help cultivate a positive family environment where your children can focus on their own lives and pursuits, reassured that they are there for you when it truly matters. This thoughtful approach not only preserves your independence and dignity, but also protects your children from the anxiety that can stem from constant worry over your health. In doing so, you foster a sense of security within the family, reinforcing the idea that while life presents challenges, there is also room for joy, connection, and support. 5. Conclusion. Aging brings with it a distinctive array of challenges that touch us both emotionally and physically. As we navigate the complexities of the stage of life, how we communicate these struggles to our children can profoundly shape the quality and depth of our familial bonds. When we consciously choose to steer clear of blame, criticism, and unhelpful comparisons, and resist the temptation to lean too heavily on our children for support, we cultivate an environment ripe for harmonious and enriching interactions. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. In this sacred space, where understanding and respect flourish, both parents and children can truly thrive, no matter the number of candles on the birthday cake. Our goal is to create a nurturing atmosphere filled with love and compassion, where open communication allows for vulnerability without fear of judgment. By carefully selecting our words and focusing on the bright spots in our lives, we impart to our children a crucial lesson: the art of living gracefully with dignity and inner peace, even as we face the inevitable trials of growing older. This journey through aging doesn't have to be one of isolation or despair. Instead, it can be an inspiring narrative of resilience and hope. When we embrace our experiences and share them authentically, we not only foster deeper connections, but also empower our children to understand that life is a tapestry woven with both joy and sorrow. Ultimately, by modeling a positive outlook, we gift our children the wisdom to navigate their own lives with courage and a heart full of gratitude, ensuring that our legacy is one of strength, love, and unwavering support. Finding a harmonious balance between maintaining a close, supportive relationship with your children and respecting their autonomy is essential for fostering healthy dynamics as they grow. By nurturing this equilibrium, you create an environment where your children feel deeply loved and supported, while also empowered to carve out their own paths in life without the burdens of obligation or guilt weighing them down. This approach not only reflects your trust in their abilities to navigate life's challenges, but also affirms your respect for the diverse paths they may choose, even if those choices lead them away from you or diverge from your expectations. Encouraging their independence is not about creating distance. Rather, it enriches your relationship with a foundation of mutual respect, love, and understanding. When children feel free to explore their individuality, they are more likely to thrive and develop into confident adults. This dynamic allows for open communication, where they can share their experiences, decisions, and challenges with you, knowing they will be met with support rather than judgment. By celebrating their successes and offering guidance when needed, you help them build resilience while reinforcing the bond you share. Ultimately, this delicate balance fosters a nurturing atmosphere where both parents and children can flourish. It empowers them to pursue their dreams and aspirations, all while knowing they have a loving home to return to, a safe haven where they are cherished for who they are, not just for the choices they make. This enduring connection, marked by love and respect, lays the groundwork for a relationship that can withstand the test of time, nurturing generations to come. Aging undeniably brings forth a unique array of challenges, both emotionally and physically, that can shape the way we relate to our children. However, the manner in which we choose to communicate these struggles profoundly influences the quality and depth of our relationships. When we consciously avoid the pitfalls of blame, criticism, comparison, and undue dependence, we open the door to more harmonious, enriching interactions that can foster genuine connections. The ultimate goal is to cultivate an atmosphere brimming with love, respect, and understanding, one where both parents and children can flourish, regardless of the passage of time. By choosing our words with care and focusing on the radiant, positive aspects of life, we impart to our children the most essential lesson of all: how to embrace aging with grace, dignity, and a sense of peace. This journey also involves striking a delicate balance between maintaining a close, supportive relationship and honoring your children's autonomy. By fostering this balance, you ensure that your children feel both cherished and empowered to forge their own paths without being burdened by feelings of obligation or guilt. This approach beautifully illustrates your trust in their ability to navigate life's challenges, even when their choices diverge from your expectations or take them further away from you. Encouraging their independence does not equate to relinquishing your closeness. Instead, it cultivates a relationship rooted in mutual respect, love, and deep understanding. By finding this equilibrium, you not only protect your own sense of self-worth, but also affirm your capability to face life's adversities with strength and resilience. This powerful dynamic enriches your bond, allowing both you and your children to embark on the next stages of life with unwavering confidence and trust in one another. In summary, as parents, granting our children the freedom to pursue their own lives while still nurturing a loving connection preserves the dignity and grace inherent in both generations. It serves as a poignant reminder that even in the face of aging, there is abundant room for mutual growth, profound understanding, and heartfelt love. By fostering this supportive environment, we cultivate relationships that are deeply rooted in emotional resilience, ensuring that both parents and children can navigate the complexities of aging together, hand in hand, with hearts full of gratitude and hope. This conclusion eloquently weaves together the profound themes of wisdom, unconditional love, and the critical importance of mindful communication as we navigate the complexities of aging. It powerfully underscores the delicate balance we must strike between sharing our burdens and respecting the autonomy of our children. By acknowledging the significance of silence, knowing when to speak and when to hold back, we embrace a nurturing approach to parenting and relationships that honors both generations. Moreover, encouraging your audience to reflect deeply on these ideas invites them into a meaningful dialogue, creating an atmosphere of shared understanding and connection. This engagement is not merely an invitation to respond. It cultivates a vibrant community where experiences and insights can be exchanged. It empowers individuals to explore their own relationships and fosters profound discussions around the pivotal topics you've so thoughtfully addressed. In doing so, you inspire others to embrace the beauty of their journeys and to recognize the invaluable lessons that emerge from both struggles and triumphs in the tapestry of life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the profound lessons that come with aging and the importance of nurturing our relationships with our children. As we've discussed, the way we communicate through compassion, understanding, and mindful words shapes not only our lives, but also the lives of those we love. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from today's video? Please take a moment to comment below and share one insight you plan to implement in your own life. Your reflections can inspire others on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more uplifting content. Together, let's continue to embrace the wisdom of aging with grace and love.